Hello, guys, and I am here for some of this awesome bingo action. I'm super excited to be here live with you guys as we're going to be streaming live on the Pilot TV's Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch, so hopefully you guys are checking out those streams. If you are, send out a message as we get on after some of this game day bingo, getting after these lovely prizes like a $103 minor prize, starting off fresh at 52 balls or less. Every game that doesn't go out, it's going to be clicking up 2 balls. So next game, 54 balls or less. That's if we don't give it out at 52 balls or less. 50 balls or less, though, for that major prize of $2,341. And then we got $22,255 available at that 47 ball or less mega. As we start to work on these great prizes in this game number 1 of a game day bingo, I gotta talk about some great winners that have been taking home some prizes during all of our live bingo, as we've given out 38 jackpots over the last 7 days and 521 jackpots during this season 14. It's been one of the hottest weeks of this season 14, been one of the hottest weeks of the year, giving out 38 jackpots. It's been a lot of fun, as we saw 5 of those jackpots go out just yesterday. The first one to go out on Tuesday went out to Tom over at American Legion Forest Lake, taking home a grand prize of $4,138. Amazing job to you, Tom. We then saw Chewy over at American Legion Chaska take home another prize on that Tuesday of $706. Great job to you, Chewy, one of my favorite Star Wars characters, especially as a kid. I definitely love Chewbacca. We do have some more jackpots to talk about, though, as our third jackpot to go out on Tuesday went out to CNC over at Tammy's Place, taking home $1,657. Great job to you, CNC, taking home that third jackpot prize. Before we were able to give out a huge jackpot prize, as we gave out the largest jackpot of the week, a Wisher over at Wadena Lanes took home $35,402 on a large frame prize in Skull Bingo. Great job to you, a Wisher, as we were working on that huge jackpot all night long. It was awesome to see go out $35,000 hitting your lucky the iPad as you were playing that Skull Bingo. We'll be playing some more Skull Bingo tonight from 4 to 6. And don't worry, we gave out that $35,000, but that wasn't actually the largest jackpot available in that Skull Bingo. There's actually an over $90,000 coverall prize that will be still available today as you guys play. So make sure you guys come out for that action. But I do have one more jackpot to highlight before we move off of our jackpot winners. As our final jackpot to go out on Tuesday went out to Burris over at American Legion Lyle, taking home $826. But in this game right here, we do have Buddy Penny over at the Beer House and Grill taking home that nice $13.60 Musco prize. Good job to you as we now get enrolled into a game number 2 of Game Day Bingo. As we are getting enrolled into this game number 2, that minor prize will be clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less, getting more exciting as we get on through this great opportunity. Just about 2 minutes to get enrolled into this upcoming game. As I did highlight Burris taking home that final jackpot, making us 521 jackpots for season 14. Good job taking home $826 on that Tuesday. We're hoping to give out even more jackpots on this Wednesday as we have a lot of great live bingo. If you're not playing our live bingo, though, you should check out one of our newest eTab games, Sherlock Holmes. Don the detective caps and check out the 3 different fantastic bonus rounds you can play. You got that wheel bonus where you can spin for colossal prizes, Sherlock's coin where you can unlock free play, expanding grids with sticky coins for endless mystery solving excitement, and that Where's Watson skill challenge where you can embark on unique quests to hunt for hidden objects, earn points, and climb statewide leaderboards. But fear not, it will not impact your pull tab game outcome. So let the games begin and let the best sleuth prevail. Definitely check out that brand new eTab game, Sherlock Holmes, as we are super excited that it hit your guys' iPads just about 2 weeks ago. We have 1 minute and 12 seconds to get enrolled into this game number 2 of Game Day Bingo. This should be fun as we play this game number 2 of Game Day Bingo, trying to give out some more great prizes. We're always highlighting great prizes on our Facebook page. If you want to be an avid Pilot Games player and stay up to date with our weekly bingo schedules, big progressives, player pictures, event details, and reminders, and even more, just search up Pilot Games and click on our logo. Then give us a like and follow so you can see all those great details as well as that website link at the very top of our Facebook page. Our website link connects you to our link tree, which has links to our bar locations, our other socials like Twitter and Instagram, pgl.world, and even more there. So just the hub of all things Pilot Games right on that Facebook page, a click away for you guys who are avid Pilot Games players. 20 seconds to get enrolled into this next game. Make sure you guys are doing so as we are getting enrolled into a game number 2. We'll be playing 12 games of Game Day Bingo live with you guys from 12 all the way till 1 p.m. Should be a lot of fun as I'm always here during this lunchtime, Monday through Friday, playing some 12 to 1 Game Day Bingo, giving out a minor, major, and mega prizes. After that, we get into a little Lucky 4 Bingo at 1 p.m. It'll be your first shot at that Lucky 4 Bingo prize, which is sitting at $94,379. Great prize there. One of the probably the largest jackpot available today. As no, it's actually not the largest jackpot available today because that Skull Bingo prize actually just passed it up, but it's still looking good. $94,379 in that prize. 1 p.m. Stick around for it. From 1 all the way till 4, you'll be playing some more Game Day Bingo, getting after those great minor, major, and mega jackpots that we weren't able to give out during this great lunchtime bingo. 4 p.m. we'll switch back into that Lucky 4 Bingo action as you'll have a second opportunity at $94,000 if it didn't go out at 1 p.m. From 4 all the way till 6 p.m., you guys will be playing some awesome Skull Bingo. We saw $35,000 go out in Skull Bingo just yesterday. But in this game, you'll be working on a coverall prize that's even bigger. $94,739 available that you could take home in 50 balls or less. Not to mention also the large frame that's sitting at $2,320 you could take home in 43 balls or less, and that line prize that's starting off fresh that you could take home in 10 balls or less. So definitely check out that awesome Skull Bingo, which will be ending off with a little pilot payday action, which for only 10 cents a card, you can get after a $2,500 must go prize. So make sure you come out for all that great bingo from 4 all the way till 6 p.m. Skull Bingo, then ending off with a little pilot payday action. Before we get into more of that bingo past 6 p.m., let's talk about this game right here that we're playing. As it does look like we have clicked past all of our jackpot prizes and now working on a $12.90 must go. As we do have Maggie as well as Patty Cakes right now 1 ball away. It's none other than Maggie who gets to take home that prize over at VFW Wells. $12.90 going out to you as we now get enrolled into a game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. In this game number 3, that minor prize will be clicking up from 54 to 56 balls or less, continuing to get more exciting as we get through these awesome matchups. But let's talk about some post 6 p.m. bingo, as I'm going to actually come live for a special night broadcast, as you guys will be playing some game day bingo from 6 to 6:40. I won't be live for that action, but right at 6:40, I'll be coming, no, right at 7 p.m., I should say. I'll be coming live for a Wild Wednesday. 7 to 9 p.m. is we're always playing that Wild Wednesday on these Wednesdays, and we're giving out a bunch of PGL points as well as some great prizes. Me and Jordy should be having a lot of fun giving out some great PGL action. We also played a great PGL night last night as Tony and Nikki were there for their final PGL matchup of the year as they gave out some great prizes, but were not able to give out their grand finale jackpot. So their grand finale jackpot of over $18,000 will be growing and rolling into some a great Tuesday night next week that you guys can play and still earn some PGL points. So make sure you guys come out for some of that awesome PGL action. And tonight we got some more of that PGL action at 7 p.m. Just 1 minute and 25 seconds to get enrolled into this next upcoming game. Over $24,000 of total prizes as you guys are getting enrolled into this game number 3. As you guys are playing, I do want to talk about some national days as we got National Go Caroling Day. Tune up your voice on December 20th so you can join others on Go Caroling Day. Caroling is the practice of singing Christmas songs from door to door as a form of celebration. The word carol means a joyful song or dance. Definitely a great one on today. Go Caroling Day is a cool one as I wish more people did caroling during this time of the year. I've never been in a town or a place where caroling was a huge tradition. Now I've always lit now. Yeah, I just never have had carolers come up to the door. Maybe one time I can remember carolers coming up to the door, but I would love to have that happen more often. And I need to be more proactive. You know, me saying I would love to see carolers out there. I don't go caroling, and so maybe I need to to lace up the bootstraps, head out, and do some caroling myself. As and nobody wants to hear me sing, but I might force a few people to hear me. We got just 10 seconds to get enrolled into this game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. It should be a lot of fun as we continue to get enrolled. Next up on our national day list is National Sangria Day. Across the nation each year on December 20th, National Sangria Day recognizes a wine and fresh fruit combination that brings a fresh celebration to the table. Definitely a huge one on today, one of the more popular wines out there. Sangria is a beverage made with wine and sweetened with fresh fruit and fruit juices. Other ingredients may include herbs, spices, carbonation, and liquor. The combinations are endless, giving sangria a place in the cocktail rotation year round. Refreshing and light during the hot summer months, bring bright and sparkling during the winter ones. This fruity punch is quite versatile. Use fresh fruit in the season for best flavor. Once mixed, sangria should be chilled and the fruit allowed to marinate for a few hours or overnight. When making sangria, it is if you use 100% juice, you'll gain the maximum benefits too. Eating the fruit versus all the sweet cakes and pies over the holidays will be healthier. get the benefits of red wine, but drink in moderation, and sangria will be worth all the celebration. Definitely an awesome one on today. Drink some sangria while you guys are out there today, as this one's a tasty one. I know this is a fan favorite for whenever we have, little parties together, and it's a great one. So happy National Sangria Day. We are working on this game right here. Almost 50 balls dropped on this one, as we have a few more to try and give out this minor jackpot. People still in line to be able to take this one home, as we wait to see as we try and give it out in the next two balls. Last opportunity right here, as that 56th ball has dropped. And we're moving on to that $14.10 Musco prize in this game number three. Let's see who ends up taking home this Musco prize in game three, as we'll be giving it out to maybe Auntie Rob. No, it's Scotty Too Hottie, as well as Unluck Me One. They'll be splitting up that nice Musco prize of $14.10. Unluck Me One is playing over at Danny's Dugout, and Scotty Too Hottie over at the Broadway Pizza Blaine. Good job to all of our winners in that game number three, as we now get enrolled into a game number four with that jackpot minor prize clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less, getting more exciting as you guys are getting enrolled. Next up on our national day list, though, we have National Mud Day. Mud Day on December 20th annually recognizes the birthday of Dr. Samuel Mudd, a man whose name was Mudd after his dealings with one man. So let's find out a little bit more about Mud Day. Uh, so, after John Wilkes Booth did what he did on April 14th, 1865, with co-conspirator David Henrold to Dr. Samuel Mudd's home in the early hours of the 15th before crossing into Virginia. Mudd performed surgery on Booth's fractured leg and allowed both men to stay the night. At some point, Mudd must have learned of the event. However, he had not reported Booth's visit to the authorities for another 24 hours. This delay appeared to link him to the crime, and as did his various changes of the story under interrogation. On April 26, authorities arrested Mudd. A military commission found him guilty of aiding and conspiring in the murder and sentenced Mudd to life imprisonment. He escaped he President Andrew Johnson pardoned Mudd, and he was released from prison in 1869. Despite repeated attempts by family members and others, Mudd's conviction has never been overturned, nor has his record been expunged. Interesting on today. So, kind of, morality kind of question there in that one. Mud Day, maybe, think a little bit more about that day on today. We'll move on to our next national day, as you guys just have 25 seconds to get enrolled. It's International Human Solidarity Day. Every year, December 20th, International Human Solidarity Day seeks to celebrate the world's unity in diversity. It is also a day to raise awareness about the importance of solidarity. Definitely an important one on today. Yeah, celebrate the diverseness in your community, as it's always, you're always meeting different kinds of people from different backgrounds, family heritage from different places, and maybe take your time to learn a little bit more about people on today. We do have balls dropping in this game number four of Game Day Bingo. We got that minor prize of $159 you could take home in 58 balls or less. Looking great as you guys are getting after it. 50 balls or less for that major prize of $2,387. And then a mega prize of $22,300 you could take home in 47 balls or less. Let's talk a little bit about some of our Minnesota sports teams, as I want to talk a little bit about our Minnesota Timberwolves, as nobody in the Minnesota locker room was happy at halftime. Karl-Anthony Towns was in foul trouble. Coach Chris Finch had just gotten a technical foul, and the Timberwolves were facing the second biggest mid-game deficit of the season. Then the defense showed up to save the day. The Timberwolves are tied for the NBA's best record through 25 games, and defense, once again, was why. Anthony Edwards scored 32 points. Towns added an 18, and Minnesota allowed only 42 points after the break, and the on the way to beating the Miami Heat 112 to 108 on Monday night. Very impressive stuff from our Timberwolves. We've been continually impressive throughout this season that um, I did not expect us to be this dominant. I had expectations higher than most for this Timberwolves team, I thought. After watching what our Timberwolves did in the playoffs against the Denver Nuggets, we gave them one of the bigger struggles, I felt like, in their entire playoff run. And so I thought, okay, well, if that can translate into the regular season, we're going to be a very dominant team. And it's not just translated, but I feel like this team has improved drastically. It feels like a lot of mending has happened. Karl Anthony Towns, it feels like he has kind of figured out his role in this team, as he was so injured last year that we never really figured out how to use him within that big man rotation that we had with him, Naz Reid, and Rudy Gobert. Now it feels like he knows exactly where he's at, and he's scoring at a very efficient number and getting rebounds, playing some good defense, using his length to cover up some of those issues that he may have otherwise. And it's been looking great for our Timberwolves. We do have Red as well as Ninja. They're going to be splitting up $18.60 on our must go prize as we now get enrolled into a game number 5 of Game Day Bingo. Good job to both of our winners as we now get enrolled into a game 5, 60 balls or less for that minor prize of $187. And it's going to continue to grow as you guys get enrolled over the next 2 minutes. Don't forget about the major prize of $2,000, 50 balls or less, and the $22,000 mega prize at 47 balls or less. But back talking about our Timberwolves, we've been on one of a great stretch of games. We've been 9-1 in our last 10 games. We're 11-1 in home games. We're 9-4 in away games, having just having really good success. We've been playing some of the best away games out of anyone in the league, as it's really tough to play away games. At 9-4, it's been very impressive. I mean, compared to the Boston Celtics, who are very similar record to us, 20-6 on the year, they are 6-6 in away games. So we've been playing some fantastic basketball, even when we've been off on the road, and it's been great to watch. So hopefully we can continue through that success as we continue to play, as we have the NBA's best record still, and playing some of the best basketball I've ever seen our Timberwolves play. It's been a fantastic team to watch, and I can't wait to see as we continue through this. As we continue through this, I want to check a little bit more about our Timberwolves and just see what's happening with them as they've been playing since they've been playing such fantastic basketball. I would love to see some of their stats that they've been playing with. As our team leaders currently is Anthony Edwards, averaging 24.6 points per game. I'd love to see him get that to over 25 points per game, as he's just a guy that should be scoring over 25 points a game if we're playing the right kind of basketball. And Rudy Gobert is not just leading in rebounds for this team at 12 and point 2. He's also leading in blocks, averaging almost 2.5 blocks for us. Anthony Edwards leads the team in steals with 1.5 steals, and Mike Conley has 6.2 assists per game. Looking good as well. We've been doing some really good stuff for our team. We have both Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns averaging over 20 points a game. And what's crazy enough is our sixth man is actually our third highest scorer, as Naz Reid, his offensive talent is undeniable. He's averaging 13 points a game. Definitely been great to watch, and I hope that our success continues as our Timberwolves will be playing the 76ers tonight at 6 p.m. Should be a good pairing for our Timberwolves, as we got the size to match up with Embiid. As we do have balls dropping in this game of Game Day Bingo, you guys are actually earning points towards the Game Day Bingo standings. Currently in those Game Day Bingo standings, in 10th place, we have Mikey Mike over at the clubhouse at Edinburgh with 61,000 points. With 63,000 points in ninth place, we have Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven. Towley over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiard sits in eighth with 71,000 points. As Super G lands in seventh with 74,000. Actually lands in sixth, tied with Why Not Me over at Beatles Bar and Grill. They both have 74,000 points. Mad Dog over at Egan's Arms Public House sits with 78,000 points in fifth. Fourth place is Mike over at the Sherwood Lounge with 91,000 points. With 97,000 points, it's Rock Rider over at the Incline Station Bowling Center in third. In second, it's Mikey Mike over at the Old Piper in Blaine with 104,000 points. And with 233,000 points, definitely leading the charge in these standings, we have Call Me Jen over at JR Mac. Great job to all of those players and locations, earning a ton of points while playing some awesome bingo action. We are getting after some great bingo action here as we're trying to give out this minor prize at 60 balls or less. We only have two more opportunities to do so as Corey is right now one ball away. Can it happen right here as that 60th ball drops? No, moving on to a Musco prize of $33.10. As Scotty Too Hottie is taking home that $33.10 Musco over at the Broadway Pizza Blaine. Good job to all of our winners in that awesome game of Game Day Bingo. Now getting enrolled into this next matchup. This will be a game number 6 of Game Day Bingo with that minor prize clicking up from 60 to 62 balls or less, getting more exciting as we play these games. Back to the Game Day Bingo standings, as I just highlighted all the top players, I would also like to highlight all the top locations. As our 10th place location starts off with VFW Blaine with 129,000 points. 146,000 points for our tie in 8th place between Shady's Railside and the Sherwood Lounge. Leo's Bar Newmarket sits in 7th place with 154,000 points. With 173,000 points in 6th place, we got the Country Lounge. Boulevard Tavern sits in 5th with 179,000 points, as the Old Piper in Blaine sits in 4th with 188,000 points. Third is JR Mac with 275,000 points, as our second place location is VFW Spring Lake Park with 322,000 points. And with 325,000 points in first place, it is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. Great job to you, Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, as well as Call Me Jen, both leading respectively in the location and player side of those standings. If you guys don't like playing our live bingo, may I suggest playing our E-Tabs. We have over 70 different charitable E-Tab games that you guys can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games. I'd love for you to check them out. One of our newer E-Tab games just hit your guys' iPads about, I'd say, a month ago is Wicked Seas. It's a pirate-themed E-Tab game where you can find buried treasure in the treasure map bonus or spin the helm to try and land on some great prizes in the wheel bonus. Whatever you're playing, it's a lot of fun. We love those awesome E-Tab games, and Wicked Seas is a great one, but also the newest E-Tab game, Sherlock Holmes, is a good one as well. I'll also highlight a classic just because it's winter. I'll do Extreme Winter Wolves, as that is a more it's a fun version of Winter Wolves, as that Extreme Lounge you can end up playing for bigger prizes but a little bit riskier while you're getting after it. So it's definitely some fun action playing in that Extreme Lounge, but also just playing any of our E-Tabs is a great time. Just 15 seconds to get enrolled into this next game. Should be a great game of Game Day Bingo. $260 for this minor prize. May be one of the largest prizes we give out during this lunchtime, so don't miss out as we are now in this upcoming game as we are seeing that first ball drop. As you guys play this game right here, I do have a little bit of music history. This one, short little music history, as we only have one day to highlight. In 1986, thanks to its use in the movie of the same name, Benny E. King's Stand By Me, originally released in 1961, reaches number 9 in the US. That is really incredible. Over 20 years later, his original release of Stand By Me hits number 9, once again in the US. I always love seeing the ability to increase the popularity of songs through movies. And Stand By Me, starring River Phoenix, Will Wheaton, Jerry O'Connell, Corey Feldman, and others, definitely was super popular and really helped reinvigorate the popularity of that song, which is a great song by Benny King. Definitely a great one on today in 1986. And a great movie. Maybe you can watch it on today. We got 41 balls dropped on this game as we got Patty Cakes 5 balls away. Definitely in line still to be able to take home one of these great prizes. They're actually still in line to be able to take home this major prize that's in that $2,467. That would make things very exciting as you head into a game number 7. But we're still working on that minor prize, the last opportunity for that major. Minor prize, we're working on $260.45, 62 balls or less. So we have 10 more balls to try and give this one out. With players 3 balls away, we'll see if we can finally get some players to that 1 ball away marker as Sunny is leading the charge to get there. But if you are going to be coming out tonight for a little bit of that PGL action at 7 p.m., make sure you're signed up at PGL.world and a member of our Pilot Gambling League. PGL players, they compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great information in it. We do have RJM over at the River in Holly taking home that jackpot prize of $260.45. Good job to you, RJM, in that awesome game, as you guys will now be getting enrolled into this next matchup of Game Day Bingo, a game number 7. In this game 7, you'll be working on a double must-go prize, so don't miss out on your opportunity. Just 2 minutes to get enrolled. I'll be taking a quick break as you guys play the next 2 games of Game Day Bingo, but I'll be back in just a bit to give out some more great prizes, as well as announce the winners from the games I miss. Hello, guys, and I am back for some more of this awesome game day bingo. Should be some fun upcoming games that we are about to get after with you guys, as we are going to be streaming these games to you live on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/Pilot TV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch. But as you guys are getting after it in this upcoming game, this will be a game number 9 of Game Day Bingo that you're getting enrolled into. As you guys play this upcoming action, I'm going to highlight some winners from those past 2 games that I missed. We saw a must go. Well, I should say double must go of $71.10 go out to Patty Cakes over at MC's Pub. Good job to you, Patty Cakes, taking home that nice prize of $71 on that double must go prize. As we did see another must go prize go out in that other game. As that game number 8, we saw Mike over at Sherwood Lounge taking home $16.90. Good job to both of our winners in that awesome bingo that you guys were playing while I was, taking a quick break as we now have 56 balls or less for this minor prize, $67, as we also have that major prize of $2,521 you can take home in 50 balls or less. $22,000 available on that mega as you guys continue to work through this great game. As you guys are working on it, I do have a bit of wild news we can talk about, as our Minnesota Wild are 13 and 4 on the season. Kirill Kaprizov scored twice, including at 2 minutes and 54 seconds of overtime, to give the Minnesota Wild a 4-3 win against the Boston Bruins at TD Garden on Tuesday. A game that Vegas had us predicted losing by a big margin. Kaprizov completed a 3-on-1 rush with a one-timer from just the inside the right face-off circle to secure the win. Minnesota scored twice in a 1 minute and 58 second span in the third period to take a 3-2 lead. But Bruins captain Brad Marchad tied it 3-3 on a power play with 1 minute and 6 seconds left in regulation to force overtime. I think we definitely played well, but of course, it's great to get the win, Kaprizov said. I think Boston might be in first place, which they are tied in the Eastern Conference entering Tuesday. So to get a win against them is unbelievable, and we're going to continue this momentum. Definitely a great quote coming from Kaprizov, as we're hoping that we can see that success continue throughout this season, as we've been very successful under John Hines, as I think we are 7-2, 7-3 over the last 10 games, and continue to have a lot of success with him at coaching us. We do have puts over at Willard's Bar of Bacchus, taking home a Musco prize of $13.80 on our Musco. Good job to you, puts, as we now work on this nice game of Game Day Bingo that we're going to be getting enrolled to. This should be a game number 10 that we're getting enrolled to, so do not miss out as we continue to play some great bingo action upcoming. We only got I guess this should be a game number 9, I should say. We're getting enrolled into a game number 9. I think I'm so wrong. I'm so wrong. We just played a game number 9. We're getting enrolled into a game number 10. Only 3 more games of Game Day Bingo with you guys, so do not miss out, as this is a little bit of wild theme Game Day Bingo. You can check out our Wild plan tomorrow, as they're going to be taking on the Canadians at 7 p.m. Send some luck over to our Wild by playing the great E-Tab game, Let's Go Wild. Even check out that Slapshot bonus round to see if you can take home some jackpot prizes. If you're taking home jackpot prizes, here's your reminder to share those player pictures with us. Hold that jackpot message up next to your smiling face and snap that photo. It doesn't just have to be jackpot messages, though. It could be you just playing Pilot games with your friends, your favorite bartender, you playing on your favorite E-Tab game. As long as you're having a good time playing Pilot games, snap a photo and send it in to us by directly messaging us on Facebook, by posting them onto any of your social media with the hashtag Pilot Games, or by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. You can see that hashtag right there next to me, and some of those great player pictures scrolling on through as we're getting through this awesome bingo action. As we're getting through this bingo action, I do have a little bit of Vikings news to talk about as we are 7-7 on the year. And the Bengals beat the Vikings 27-24 in a disappointing outing on Saturday. Nick Mullins did play decent in that matchup as he threw for 303 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he also added in 2 interceptions in his first start for the Vikings. Minnesota, who's lost 3 of 4, and their only win in that 4 game stretch was a 3-0 decision at Las Vegas, which ended up leading to Josh Dobbs's benching in favor of Mullins. And so it's definitely not been a easy stretch for us Vikings fans, as we were looking really good for a second there, as we had went on a win stretch, and then Kirk Cousins went out. That was looking pretty rough, but Josh Dobbs came in and really excited things, got those 2 wins back to back, and then it's just kind of been a slow stretch for us, losing to the Bears, losing to the Bengals, Broncos as well. And we just need to get some more wins in there as we're going to play some tough games to end off this season, as we got 3 more games to go in this NFL season. We got Lions twice on this Sunday, as well as January 7th. And then we got Packers on December 31st for that New Year's Eve game. So it should be some interesting stuff for our Vikings as we end it off. If we can get a win here and against the Packers, that'd be a huge push to keep us in that playoff race. I don't know if the Vikings are. Let's look up playoff odds for our Vikings, as our current playoff odds sit at about 55%, according to ESPN. FBI, we're about 44%. We have close to just about 5% to win the division, so not very high there. But the fact that we are still at a 50% shot of making the playoffs gives me hope. We need to win a lot of games, though, which is going to be tough. 2 against the Lions and 1 against the Packers, all NFC North rivalry matchups. It's going to be a fun 3 games, but it's going to be a tough 3 games. Send some luck over to our Vikings by playing the great E-Tab game, Vikings Victory. Pick a letter in the Skull bonus round to see if you take home some jackpot prizes. It's definitely a great E-Tab game, and we love giving out those huge prizes while you guys are playing. We are playing an awesome game of Game Day Bingo right here, as we're seeing who can take home this awesome jackpot prize. 58 balls or less for this minor prize in this game number 10. As we'll see who can take it home, we also got that 50 ball or less major prize of $2,536 and a mega prize of $22,450. Later tonight, I'll be coming back live for a little bit of PGL action, giving out some awesome PGL points while you guys are playing some awesome tournament style bingo. And in those games, you're going to be getting points to add into your top 10s. After we give out this great win, I'm going to be highlighting some of those great winners that are at the top of our leaderboards in those great PGL standings. But in this game right here, working on a $14.40 Musco prize, we got Trixie right now 1 ball away, and a few more of them joining up. As Trixie over at VFW Shakopee is the one taking home that nice Musco prize of $14.40, as we now get enrolled into a game number 11. We only have 2 more games of Game Day Bingo that I'm going to be live with you guys for, so get enrolled, press play, as I talk about the PGL standings. 10th place, we have Sherber over at the Broadway Pizza, Brooklyn Park, with 1,130,950 points. With 1,146,210 points in 9th place, we have TTWL 69 over the Atomic Star Tavern, Mankato. 8th place is OE50 over the Stanchion Bar Hamel with 1,184,415 points. With 1,287,040 points. In 7th place, it's Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill, Maple Grove. 6th place is Mad Dog at the Still Wolf in St. Cloud with 1,304,065 points. With 1,418,670 points. In 5th place, it's Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill, Mankato. 4th place is Rakuda over at the Alibi of Gilbert with 1,428,455 points. With 1,536,985 points. In 3rd place, it's Yak at the Stanchion Bar Hamel. 2nd place is Drumski at the Underground Bar and Grill, Mankato, with 2,101,464 points. And with 2,408,350 points in 1st place, It's none other than Outlaw 21 over the Boulevard Bar and Grill, Coon Rapids. Great job to all of those great players, earning a ton of points and really killing it on those PGL nights. Like last night, 6:40, that was that MegaSota game night. And tonight at 7 p.m., we got a Wild Wednesday. The top locations while playing in those nights start off in 10th place with Millard's Forest Lake with 1,255,830 points. With 1,287,040 points in ninth place, it's Malone's Bar and Grill, Maple Grove. Eighth place is O'Brien's Pub in Rice with 1,293,155 points. With 1,304,065 points in seventh place, it's the Still Wolf in St. Cloud. Sixth place is Moe's in Mounds View with 1,333,450 points. With 1,606,700 points in fifth place, it's the Super Bowl in Ramsey. Fourth place is the Boulevard Bar and Grill, Coon Rapids, with 2,463,950 points. With 2,721,400 points in second place, it's the Stanchion Bar in Hamel. As our number one location is the Underground Bar and Grill Mankato with 3,748,519 points. Great job to all of those locations, earning a ton of points while playing some awesome PGL action. We do have players getting after it here. 60 balls or less in this game number 11 of Game Day Bingo. We're hoping to give out an awesome jackpot prize in this game, as we already got Maggie creeping on after it in this game. As you guys are getting after in this game, I would like to highlight some awesome celebrity birthdays, as we also want to highlight any player that is playing some pilot games on their birthday. A little bit of luck goes out to you as you share your birthday with these great celebs. Born on today in 1881, we got Branch Rickey, an American Baseball Hall of Fame catcher playing for the St. Louis Browns. He was also the manager for the St. Louis Browns as well as the St. Louis Cardinals, and executive and GM, was GM for the St. Louis Cardinals, four-time World Series champion. Also did it for the Brooklyn Dodgers and Pittsburgh Pirates. Noted for breaking the MLB color barrier by signing Jackie Robinson, which is absolutely huge. That's, I mean, if anything, that's definitely the biggest part of his career. Not the four World Series, but breaking the color barrier by signing Jackie Robinson, absolutely huge, and a big moment in the sport, as a big moment in all of sports, as that was one of the first big moves of that time. And so good to celebrate your birthday, Branch Rickey, making a huge move there. Next up, born in 1898, we got Irene Dune, an American actress who is in Theodora Goes Wild, as well as other big time works as well. Let's find out a little bit more about her, as she is an actress who appeared in films during the golden age of Hollywood. She's best known for her comedic roles through her performance in films of other genres. After her, yeah, definitely a cool one there. We do have $23 going out on this one. $23.50 going out to Wendy over at VFW Mankato. Just barely missing out on that jackpot prize in this game number 11. Meaning that in this final game of Game Day Bingo that I'm going to be live with you guys for, we're going to be working on a nice minor jackpot of over $100. That's at 62 balls or less. Just 2 minutes to get enrolled into this upcoming game. Do not miss out on this upcoming game, as this will be the final one that I'm going to be live with you guys for. But born on today in 1921, we got George Roy Hill, an American Academy Award winning film director who's did Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Sting, Slapshot, A Little Romance, and The World According to Garp, and was born in Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's huge. A big birthday in Minneapolis, Minnesota on today in 1921. Definitely a cool one to highlight on today, as we highlight this great movie creator. Well, happy birthday to George Roy Hill. Born on today in 1942, we got Bob Hayes, the American athlete. He was an Olympic gold medalist in the 100-meter as well as the 4x100-meter relay in 1964. Not just that, but also was a Pro Football Hall of Fame wide receiver and was a 3-time Pro Bowler for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, talk about an athlete. I mean, that puts you up with the greatest athletes of all time. I have to say that you talk about Bo Jackson being one of the greatest dual sport athletes of all time. And I think it's because track kind of gets overlooked as like a sport on its own because they're like, oh, he was just fast. But well, you have to get ridiculously fast to be this good. A gold medalist in the 100-meter and the 4x100. That is crazy. Bob Hayes, and also was a dominant wide receiver. Well, happy birthday. Born on today in 1946, we got Dick Wolf, the American television series creator of Miami Vice, as well as Law and Order. That's some big time stuff there. Born on today in 1983, we got Jonah Hill, the American actor from Superbad, Moneyball, as well as Wolf on Wall Street. He's done a lot of really good works, serious, comedic. He's mostly known for his comedic works, but I think he's done good jobs in a lot of different things. And some of his best roles are ones where he has to take on a little bit more serious of a character. I think he does a great job voicing in Megamind as well. Just a fun actor that's been in a lot of things that I enjoy a lot. Happy birthday, Jonah Hill. Yeah, definitely some great birthdays. Check out some of the works that those people have been in, or maybe watch some old sports games, as we got some great baseball players that were born on the day as well. We got balls dropping in this final game that I'm gonna be live with you guys for. So make sure you are getting enrolled. Some movies that you might want to put on for your movie night tonight, because these movies were released on today throughout history, and in 1974 released on today. We got The Godfather Part 2. You might have to watch Part 1 before you watch Part 2. It's been a while since I've watched either of those movies. 1991, we got Father of the Bride. This one I think is starring Steve Martin. In 1996, we got Scream, the first original Scream before they started whipping them out a bunch. 2002, the Wild Thornberrys movie. Now, this one is iconic for me as a kid, as the Wild Thornberrys baby is doing that crazy voice. It's one of my favorite little quotes I can do. 2006, Rocky Balboa, the final of the six movie series, as old retired Rocky comes out of retirement and has a good bout with the world champion, ends up losing, but proves the haters wrong that he could, compete. 2017, The Greatest Showman. This one is a fun watch, as I think you got Zendaya, you got Zac Efron, you also got blanking on his name, Wolverine, doing a great job in that movie and very, very entertaining. 2017 also released on today, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I just hated that it had the title Jumanji, but other than that, it's actually a very fun movie if you kind of separate it from the original movie, just because it's so different. And last but not least, 2019, Star Wars The Rise of the Skywalkers. I think this is the last of the Star Wars trilogy that came out. Definitely a fun one on today. Some great movies and some endings that were not as as loved as the originals that came out on today. It's definitely an interesting little grouping of movies that were released on today in throughout history. We have 65 balls dropped on this game, meaning that we're giving out $32 on this must-go prize. Scotty over at VFW Spring Lake Park, good job to you, as those jackpot prizes will be grown and rolling into that game day bingo from 1 to 4. Don't worry, as you guys get enrolled into a little lucky 4 bingo action, as this is one of the largest jackpots available today. Over $90,000. Do not miss out. As you guys are getting enrolled, I do have a little player spotlight for you. Mingus over at the Dog Pound Bar took home $45,897. And over at the Dog Pound Bar, they support the Steele County Snowmobile Trails Association. Their mission is to construct and maintain snowmobile trails in Steele County, Minnesota, which is just an awesome reminder that when you guys are playing pilot games, your community wins. Make sure you guys are having a fun time. I'll be back for some great Wild Wednesday action tonight at 7 p.m.